Thank you so much for joining me in today's live where I'm going to plan my May planner pages, create a monthly cover page, as well as embellish my calendar and also look at my habit tracker. So thank you so much. As I said, really, I'm wasn't going to go on today because I'm very tired because I did a video yesterday. I think I'm getting better getting my videos out there, but slowly but surely. But I didn't want to miss being with you guys today and having a dance while we're setting up our show. So let's go. So in today's video, as I said, I'm going to set up my May pages. Can you believe it? May already. I want to also talk about something that I've started doing since we last, since I was here last time, Monday of last week, and how it has improved my mood. And so if you are here live, thank you so much. A lot of you are already dancing and saying hello in the chat. I love it. I love it. Excited to learn about planning. Yes, you're in the right place. Katie, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, so the music, I've got it in the description. So if you did want to have a look at what those two music are, it's in the description all there. Yes. I think you and me, Marcus, were both tired all the time, but we keep showing up, don't we? And that's what we need to do. So what I want to do is, if you are also watching on the replay, type in replay. And of course, do let me know where you are tuning in from so I can also say hello to you there. And if there are any questions along the way, please don't hesitate to pop them in the chat or in the comments because I'll have a look at them and answer them for you. Now, also what I want to know is if anyone here in the chat or later on, is it your birthday month? If so, let me know if May is in your birthday month because we'd love to celebrate it and say happy birthday. Hello, Patricia. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And my May page is set up. Exciting, looking forward to the habit tracker too. So yeah, stick to the end because I'll let you know how you can check that out and then we can go on. Now, like I said, who saw the May cover page? So let me just so for those that may not know, so that's Justin Timberlake from, I think, NSYNC. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But when he sings that song, he says, it's gonna be May. Instead of saying me, he says May. So unfortunately for him, he's been a part of a meme. And in the planner world, I guess, it always comes up when May comes around. And I've never used a meme like this before, but I thought, what a great way to take advantage of it with May now here. I'm in Sydney, Australia. It's actually 1st of May now. So I am behind as usual, but that's okay because we just go along with the flow. So let's have a quick look. Oh, happy birthday, Cromwell. Birthday month for Cromwell. Fantastic. Patricia, thank you so much for joining me all the way from Canada. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you from Texas. That's okay. Come back on the replay and we can chat there if you have any questions. Happy birthday, Cromwell. Yes, now do you get the thumbnail? Yeah, so you're probably going, what? What's Justin Timberlake? Is Justin Timberlake coming and joining Mariane for her live? No, unfortunately, I don't have that much money to have him as a guest. But without further ado, let me just keep going. I'm sure you're not here to talk about Justin Timberlake, but for those of you, let me just, bye-bye, Justin. See you later. For those of you that may not know, I'm Mariane, and through my planning, I help self-assured women who may feel a little bit lost or overwhelmed from time to time use planning as a form of self-care, so then they're able to, for that little bit of time when they're planning their pages, focus on it, have a bit of space and grace to allow them to get back on track to be good at what they are great at. So all the items I do show and mention in today's video, it's in the description below. don't check it out yet. Make sure you're concentrating and having a look, but they're all there. And if I do miss anything, I'll always update it soon after the live is over. So I think that's it. We've got everything. Oh yes, so make sure you do stick to the end, because I'll share a printable download that you can get as a freebie. So that's always good. So without further ado, let us just get started. So let me show you my desk. Let's see if I can do this smoothly. Probably not. Ah, we did. All right, let me move I don't need my keyboard any longer. So I've got most of the stuff ready for our plan with me. Ooh, the dance always makes me puffed. I need to do some more cardio to get myself in the mood for these dancing. So if you are here with me with your planner and all your markers and embellish, and you've got your favorite beverage, grab that. So for the month of May, I'm going to be in my A5 Filofax Mediterranean organizer. I will have a link. I think it'll be up here a little bit later when the live has been processed, but it is in the description below, where I did an unboxing Filofax Mediterranean collection haul. So do check that out and you'll be able to see all the stuff that's inside and what it comes with. And then I'll also be in my, let me remove this so we don't have the shine. Boop, pop it on the floor. I will be in my new planner bundle. So you get a cover page, a calendar, the habit and mood and sleep tracker, and you get 5 weeks worth of the well-being planner page as well as a weekly page. So enough for you to have for a full month's worth. And at the back, what's happening with my focus? And at the back you will get okay, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. A gratitude log, because it's important to try and note down what you're grateful for at least once a day. So then that way, if you are having that hard time, just looking back thinking, what is it that's good today that's happened, will make you feel a lot better. So there is a gratitude log at the back. Now, as usual, like I said, I'm a bit behind, so I'm going to start off with my May cover page. So the cover page is dotted, so you can be artistic and creative as you want. You can do scrapbooking, watercoloring, drawing, go and glue bits and pieces of paper. So however artistically or not artistically inclined, it is a dotted page that you do get with the bundle. Now, like I said, I have run out of time, but hey, here's one, as they say in the magic of television, here's one I've prepared earlier. So this is a printable, is that back to front? May, so in block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit today and use this May cover page as a foundation. So you can grab this for free. I'll let you know a little bit later. You can leave it as is. If you don't have time, you can color it in or you can embellish it. So for today, I won't leave it as is because you're here to go and find out some ideas and inspiration. I'm going to use my Zebra Click Art retractable markers. So these are actually markers, see? And it has a special design so the ink doesn't dry in there. So this is the 36 color set, so it's the full color set. And I think you can also get them in like smaller packs, 12 pack or 6 pack. But I thought I'm going to go order the full set already. And look how cute this is. You can have it leaning on your desk. So I won't, before I go, I won't let the chat get away from me because, so Love color scheme with your background and branding. Yes, it's been my background, and my desk, planner desk area has had quite a few iteration, and I've moved my stuff around all over the place in my little flat. Which Filofax is that? So it's the Mediterranean collection. So it's one of their latest collection. Hello, Manisa. Nice to see you. It's all right. You're here when the live's finished. Go back to the start and have a little dance. I'll put some music on. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Katie. Can you get a hole punch for this type of planner? Yes, I'll show you that a little bit later on. Please remind me if I do forget. And do the colors bleed through? So I use what is 160 GSM or 41-pound paper to avoid ghosting or bleed through of markers because of the zebra and a lot of the other markers that I do use. Again, there is a I've got a YouTube video saying the best paper to use for planning if you are thinking of using markers for your thing. Now I think this one might be a little bit thinner, but we'll see. So just for today, instead of leaving the cover page nice and simple, I might just draw some florals. So these are just, you can be as creative as you want. I'm just going to do little stems with little leaves, and so you can even draw, if you can draw your dog, you can draw, let's do one more here. You can draw fruits, whatever it is, or like I said, you can color in, I think I have March. I used the, let me see what I did with the March one. And then I just used some markers to create some little florals. I think there's a theme going on here where Mariane is a little bit late with her with her planning. But yeah, so that you can leave it as simple as that. So this one I think is the 120 or 32-pound paper. So there is a slight ghosting where you can see a little bit of the marking on the back there. So but 160 is the one that I do buy. So then that way I have no worry of markers and ink going through. So what I might do, I might just quickly grab one of my Tombow Jewel brush pen. I think this is the 126, which is the asparagus. So, you know, I could just, oh, I need a new one. So I can just color that in if I wanted. And that's that. It could just be easy, simple as that. Or like I said, you can just leave it as is. So I'll let you know at the end how you can grab this printable. It's available in A5 size as well as in Happy Planner Classic and Letter Big Happy size. What do you think? That's pretty clever, isn't it? It looks simple. Like I said, I know not everyone is artistically inclined, and then I know I used to get upset when I couldn't do and recreate the fantastic pages that a lot of the veteran planners out there do on their pages. But we got to remember, we can't compare chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. So don't worry about trying to compare yourself. So what I'm going to do, because I already had printed my bundle, so I'm just going to glue these two pages together. There we go. May cover page all done. So like I was saying, I wanted to talk about a new habit that I started doing from Monday. So it's only been 7 days, but it has had a big impact so far in the first week that I've done it. So let me just make sure I've got all my, I'm looking at my notes. I don't want to miss anything. So we talked about the flowers. So yeah, so like I said, I started, I started last Monday because my mood hasn't been great. I've been anxious for the last couple of months, and I've been stuck inside, not because I'm forced to be inside, but because I just hadn't I had no motivation to go outside, enjoy the sun, or even go for a walk. So I decided, no, I'm going to go for a walk and walk for 20 minutes and have no other agenda. It's not to lose weight, it's not to do anything, it's just to get myself outside for a walk. So I started walking straight up, about 15 minutes after breakfast, go out for a walk, and I'll just walk one way for 10 or so minutes and then walk back. So I've been enjoying, it's been, the weather has been beautiful. So, and it hasn't been like a power walking either. It's just your normal walk, so maybe get the heart rate up a little bit. And boy, let me tell you, it has just improved my mood so much and mindset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the benefits that it has given me while I'm going to see if I can talk and draw at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my click art, I think. Oh no, sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. I'm going to use my Tombow Dual Brush pen because I know that I can talk and write at the same time. So this is just Tombow Dual Brush pens are double-ended markers. So one side is brush tip while the other is fine tip. And I'm just going to pick random colors here. So every day I've been walking for 20 minutes. And like I said, what it's done is it has stopped the unkind words that I've been telling myself, that it's in my head. The thing that has been stopping me from moving forward because I'm scared of, taking risk. Am I good enough? Did I make the right decision? And everything else. So, just to let you know, I've cut little slits into my hole punch. Can you see that? That way I can place my pages in and out of my page or my ring planners, and then that way I don't have to open the ring mechanism each and every time, because sometimes if I'm writing on this side the rings get in the way. So to save your mechanism, because sometimes if you open and close them too often, then you'll get a gap in between the rings. I haven't had that issue with the Filofax one, and I used to do, and I don't think you're supposed to open it here. You're supposed to open it here, so then that way you are not separating the rings too much. But just a little tip, when you do hole punch, just cut little slits onto each one, and then you can move the pages in and out of the rings. So like I said, I haven't been mean to myself, and I've been happier, and my overall well-being has been so changed, and I couldn't believe, it has to be the walking, right? Because that's the only major change I've made so far, in my self-care and my well-being that has been consistent in the last 7 days. I think I need a new ink on that one. So this one is the Pentel Energel Barrel. It comes in either 0.3 or 0.4, but the refill that I have is a 0.7 because I do like the thickness of the ink. Oh, Marcus, wow, May begin now. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you such a wonderful support, and I'm so happy I've met you. I've just drawn some stems on my monthly page too. You happy? Yeah, simple, huh? The simple things always make a big impact. So sunlight is a big deal. Well, that's the thing. I know they say, go out for walks, it's good for you and all that stuff. Yes, thank you so much, Katie. It is just a difference. And of course, I think I am also in another 30-day challenge where I had put myself out there doing live videos in a Facebook group. And so that could have been also a major factor. But I haven't been cranky with my husband and my son and haven't been snappy. Yes, May, walking has done me a wonderful, wonderful major change. So what I did is I use a black ink and I just go around my marker just to make the colors pop on the page. I'm having some brain farts there. So, but yeah, so now that my analytical mind, here's my analytical part of my brain that always gets me in trouble, where I either overanalyze thing and then I get paralyzed by it. But I had to look up the benefits of walking, you know, so then that way I always like had to have a backup. Why is it good? What does it do? So I did do a bit of research to see what does walking, what's the benefit of walking. So here, let me share with you some of my findings, and let me see if I can find this and if this will work. So bear with me. Let's see if this works. Yes. All right, so it lowers your blood pressure. Now, the last time I went to the doctors, and you know how you get your blood pressure measured and everything else, it's a bit high. And I did buy one of those blood pressure thingy-be-bobby. That's the technical term for it. And I'm supposed to be tracking my blood pressure, but of course, you know, hey, life got in the way, and been sad and I've been anxious, so measuring my blood pressure was the last thing on my mind. Just while we're talking, oh, I don't have my camera. Oh, there's my camera. So these are a pack of 10. These are from my local stores here in Kmart in Australia. There we go. So a pack of 10 for just $5. So if you're in Australia and you're following me here, guess there's some great washi tapes there. So let me see if I can change the camera, because I don't think you want to see me. Let me see if I can do this. Does this work? No, it doesn't work. Bear with me. Let me just change the other one. That's better. So it lowers your blood pressure as well as it reduces the risk of heart disease. Now, I don't know why I said this, but when I was younger, like, you know, in early 20s, I always go, I'll die. I bet you I'm going to die when I'm 60. Quite morbid of Marianne to think such things. But of course, now that I have family and beautiful, you know, children that I want to see grow up, that's something that I don't want to happen, because that age is getting closer and closer, and I don't want that. I want to live as long as I can, and I guess it shouldn't be, we shouldn't be looking after our health when we're getting older. We should start now, yeah? So I'm just put that check one there, and I'm going to layer, because it's autumn here in Australia, but who cares? I want it to be spring. I want the lightness and floralness of spring colors. And guess what? Because it's my planner, it's my rule, I don't have to follow whatever season I'm in. I can do whatever I want, okay? So I'm just layering it on. So then that way, as you can see, there's my May calendar. Let me just take that. And there we go. So then the other thing that it does is, of course, it helps maintain a healthy weight. Now, I was going to add onto my goal of while walking is to also try and lose weight. And I went, no, just one thing at a time. That's what always catches me, is that I'm trying to do too many things at once. So I'm just walking to get out of the house and just go for a walk. That's it. I don't care if I lose weight or not, but hey, it says that it'll help maintain a healthy weight, and because of course you burn calories and you increase your metabolism. Now I'm just going to add some number sticker pad to my calendar. So this is the Carpe Diem number sticker pad, and you do get quite a few different type of stickers, little circles, big circles, and some bunting style ones here. And I've run out of that one, but I have a second one, and I also use a tweezer Here, this is just a precision tweezer that it's from the beauty section of the local beauty shop. But so I'm just going to add my numbers. So yeah, so the walking helps with your burning calories, and then of course what also says it does is it strengthens your bones and muscles. Let me tell you, on the first day I thought I'm going to be brave and run. So I started running, and I didn't know that my bones couldn't handle it. My shin bones were aching. So I think I'm going to stop, not run and just do the walking. Now I don't know if I'm going to have enough of the numbers, so I may just have to play around with it. So what's today, everybody? Today's Monday. Well, for me it's Monday, so the first is on the Monday here. I'm going to use this bunting one. And then so the other thing, of course, is that it will help boost your mood. This is the one that's has made the most impact in my the last few days. I think I'll pop that here. See how the tweezers help me place the number a little bit better. See, it's a bit hard to do this because I've got the camera right on top, and so if I lean in, you'll just see the top of my hair and my grays coming out. And then of course, finally, the other thing is it improves your cognitive function, and that's probably why I'm not so anxious, because my brain is not clouded with low moods and low thoughts. And it also, walking will help reduce the risk of dementia, because I know now more often than not I'd walk into a room and wonder why I'm in there. So those are the benefits that I've found with walking, and it's been fantastic. So oops, sorry, I'm just going to play with my camera. Bear with me, everybody. That's better. Yeah, so I am going to continue doing it. I was on the weekend it was raining, but I still managed to go out and go for a walk. So what I'm going to do is I won't bore you to death with putting all these stickers, because it will take time to get to 30 days, have September, 31 days in May. So I'll just do the first week, so you can see. If you don't have stickers, of course, what you can do is just get your marker. Let me show you. So if you've got a marker, just grab yourself, maybe this is too dark, maybe I picked a dark one. Grab yourself a marker like that, and you can then write in your date. So I don't want to be an enabler for buying too many stationery, but yeah, so yes, start. And it's just, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. Whatever you're like, whatever clothes I was in, I just went, I popped a bra on, made sure that I looked a little bit decent. So I popped a bra on. I just, whatever tracksuit pants I have, whatever top I had, I just went for a walk. So as do I. Yeah, so make sure, and don't be hard on yourself if you miss a day or two, because I think that's the thing where we all fall into the trap that, oh, I said I was going to do it every day, now I didn't do it, and so I must be a failure. And that has been what I've been thinking a lot of the times, and we shouldn't do that, because life gets in the way. There's more. If you can't go for a walk today, it's because something else must have taken priority that was more important. Like what? Like rest. You didn't want to get up from the couch because you wanted to rest, because you were tired, you were emotional. So don't be hard on yourself if you don't get to do the walking, because that's what I'm saying to myself as well. But it does motivate you when you start building that momentum of doing something that's good for yourself. And remember, we want you around. We want you to, we all want to be here for our friends and family. And the thing that always sometimes saddens me, and when someone is no longer here because of certain pains they've had in their heart or their mind, is the friends and family go, I didn't know. So we have to look after each other and boost each other. So that's the May calendar. And then what I do, I have what's called my future log. So a future log is just what the name suggests, is everything that's coming up, that's further down the line, that you need a place marker. So May, I've got all these dates that I need to enter into my May calendar. So all the information that I have written way ahead before, I will now migrate into my May. So then that way, when I am going forward through May's weeks, I just refer to my May calendar. So future log is a great way for you. Oh, so there, see that one? I hadn't. So certain things, my husband turns 50 on the 21st of May. And then I have all these other things that I've got on there that I need to pop into my May calendar. So let's have a look. Oh, where is my page? I have lost my page. It's here. So I think 21st is the Sunday, 7/14/21. So let me just grab. So this is another marker, Kurutake Z-Clean color dot marker, and it's got a nice soft cushy and 7/14, and pop a little dot there, and then Edward's 50th birthday. Hip hip hooray. And that's why I asked who was celebrating birthday in May, because my husband is going to be turning 50. So we'll do something for him. So I'll put all the other dates and anything else that come up along the way, pop it on your calendar. Now it's important that you also put in your calendar anything that's got to do with money coming in and coming out. So especially bills that don't come around as often, like for us here in Australia, our utility bills come every quarter. And so it's important to pop it in the calendar so then you don't get surprised, especially if you have a direct debit set up, that when money gets taken out and you don't have the funds in there and it goes negative and you go, ah! So also, your calendar is not just for special events, occasions, school stuff, holidays. Make sure you are also putting in budget items. So if you get paid at certain dates, pop that in there. If you have to pay the rent or your mortgage or insurance, put it all in there, because remember, our brain is not made to store information. It's to help us be creative. So put it down on paper instead of trying to remember, oh yes, on the 15th of May the gas bill's going to come out, and guess what's going to happen on the 15th of May? You'll forget it, and then you'll be all, oh no, why is my bank account minus whatever? So can you tell that's happened to me before? Yes. Yeah, so here we go. Happy special birthday. Yes, I will let him know that you wished him a happy birthday. Thank you, Katie. And I'm 2 months younger than him. Yes, younger. We're all younger. So age is just a number, right? I don't feel like I'm 48. I sometimes act quite silly and irresponsible. So most times I don't act like what a 48-year-old woman should be. So it's just a number, doesn't matter. All right, so that's my May calendar. I'm going to pop on the rest of the stickers later on. I don't want to bore you with that, as well as popping in bills, pay, and any special occasions, especially for my boys' schools and anything like that. So let me quickly have a look. So we talked about embellishing your page with washi tape. So washi tapes are Japanese paper tapes, but now so many beautiful planner pages are making their own washi tapes, which is fantastic. We also talked about the Carpe Diem number sticker pad, but you don't need to have stickers to embellish your calendar. Use your markers, and like I said, these markers here, so you've got the Tombow jewel brush pens, you've got the Kuretake Zid Clean color dot markers. I've collected these along the way. I've been bullet journaling since 2017, and a lot of times these aren't necessary. You can use your kids' Crayola markers. You can buy dupes for, for a pack of 10 for $2 or whatever. So just make sure that you don't put yourself in debt buying stationery, because let me tell you, they can get expensive when you buy a lot of them. So I don't want to be an enabler. I want us to be financially responsible, so we want to make sure. And then of course the future log, like we talked about, is all the details that are far into the future. You have a little place marker. So yeah, stickers look cute though. I think what it is, why I love stationery, is because my age group, and the recession, when the recession was around, and well, we couldn't just buy all these stickers and stationery, and I just love going up and down the aisle of stationery aisles. And now that I'm older, I can treat myself with stationery. So there we go. So question of the day. I just want to know, going back to the walking, I know some of you are going to start walking in May, and just, be kind to yourself, even if it's 10 minutes. It's all good. So don't try and force yourself, because if you don't enjoy it, you won't do it. So if it's like something that you're forced to do, then you won't. So let me know in the chat or in the comment, if you are watching on the replay, if you already do walk regularly. Type in yes. If no judgment. Put no, and then it's a good way to get you thinking, to make sure you make movement part of your self-care. So now, if you are of course getting value from today's video, make sure you do give it a like and hit that thumbs up button. And if anyone else is will get some joy and value from today's video, do share it amongst friends, your plan of friends. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe, and see you again on a weekly basis on my lives. So like I said, if you've never exercised before and don't have much time, you can still do a lot of different things. Walk up the stairs instead of taking the escalator or elevator, or even just walking around your neighborhood. We don't have a pet, but if you have a dog like Cromwell, I know Katie walks Cromwell around, so that's a fantastic way to get your exercise in. Yes, with a doggy. There we are. So lovely to get outside, hear the birds, and breathe the fresh air. So I live, I think, in the mostly densely populated part of Sydney. So, but we still have the parks and the harbour. So I love walking around there. And I do take my husband from time to time. That is a great idea. And they say another thing to do is try and leave your headphones behind, so you're not listening to anything. So then you can just allow your thoughts to come in, but just make sure it's not self-sabotaging thoughts. But I think the fresh air will help a lot. So now, okay, so to get a copy of, where is it? To get a copy of my printable download, just go to my website at mariannecresp.com, and there you'll find at the top of the page there is a section called freebies. So this will be available there for you right now. It's in A5, Happy Planner Classic, as well as letter size. So it's a little gift from me to you, because if you're a bit behind with your planning like me, A little help goes a long way. So now let's look at my habit tracker. So I've already written down, here we go. I've already written down my habit tracker. So I do have quite a few here, but they're things that I already do habitually. So if you're just starting to track your habits or you want to start tracking, don't be scared with, oh my God, I'm supposed to do all those. No. You're not. You know, this is just me. Again, I've been doing planning and bullet journaling for a while. So it's just, I've written this up already. So leave the headphones behind, yes, for sure, and let you have a nice chat to yourself. And yeah, lots of habits. So yeah, this is just from the Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's called habit stacking, where use the habits that you already do all the time that you're not even thinking about, like, you know, brushing your teeth, making coffee, and he says to stack the habit on top of that, so then you're more likely to do it rather than if it's a standalone. So like for the last 7 days, what I've done in my planner is after breakfast, about 15 minutes after breakfast, put your shoes on and go for a walk. So don't think that a lot of these, probably that much of it, are things I already do habitually. So I don't even have to think about it. But I use it as a stake in the ground to go, when I do this, I'm going to do this. So insert a new habit. So, but yeah, so I filled that in. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a May heading, just like this one for my calendar, and add some washi tapes, probably the same one, so then it has a nice flow. But so what I need for you to do now is to watch this video right here, or click or tap, or it's in the description, where I show you how to assess a filled-in habit tracker and what to do for the new month. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. See you in the next video.